Steve Sarkisian, Texas football offense didn't do anything well in loss versus TCU, Quinn Ewers not to blame. Texas football's typically potent offense had no answer Saturday night in a 17-10 home loss to No. 4 TCU. The Longhorns were held to just 199 yards and without an offensive touchdown in the loss as Texas top playmakers were kept at bay by the TCU defense for all 4 quarters. Texas' opening offensive drive of the game ended in a turnover and downs, setting the tone for the night in which nothin seemed to work for head coach Steve Sarkisian and company. Quarterback Quinn Ewers began the night 0 for 7 passing with an interception before finally finding a target. Running back Bijan Robinson was held to 29 rushing yards, a career low as a starter. And Texas was shut out in the first half of a home game for the first time since 1997. The Longhorns are still alive in the Big 12 title race, despite the loss. But Saturday did not inspire confidence about Texas' ability to rally down the stretch. Opening statement. We did not play good enough to win the game. That is pretty easy to see. But before we get into the issues, I'd like to highlight the things we did do well. Defensively, we played well enough to give us a chance to win the game. Tackle for losses, sacks, getting stops, a lot of guys played really good on that side of the ball and plenty good enough for us to win. Offensively, there was zero rhythm in the game. We could not get out of our own way. It was extremely frustrating. I obviously did not see this coming. We practiced reality well and I thought we were prepared and we understood the plan. But for one reason or not, we kind of took turns just not executing. The reality is that's on me, because I have got to put players in positions where they are confident enough to make plays. And clearly tonight we did not do it. On offensive struggles, we got behind the chains and had a bunch of 3rd and longs. Going 1 for 13 on 3rd down is unacceptable. And then we had a couple of opportunities in the second half to seize momentum. 1st and goal, we came away 2 times and had a total of 3 points. That is arguably the difference in the game at that point. Sometimes you play ugly and you find a way. It was ugly, we had a chance, and we did not find a way. In the end, we did not play good enough to win. We lost to a good team, but this is more about us. Credit them for hanging in and not turning the ball over. But we did not play good enough to win the game, especially offensively. On why Airbay Bijan Robinson didn't touch ball installed red zone trips. The first one, we went a bit of tempo and Roskin Johnson was the running back on the field. He got the 1 carry down there. We were not very effective running the ball all night. We were actually trying to get Bijan on a wheel route the second time we were down there and just did not see him. But hey, you try to do what you are doing to get down there and clearly throwing the ball did not get us down there. The run game was not clicking the way we'd like it to tonight. On if he considered benching QB Quinn Ewers. I don't think it was all on Quinn. I thought everybody took turns tonight. We were just off. That would not have been fair to Hudson Card to try to put him in to save the day with a couple of minutes to go. I thought Quinn continued to compete. A couple of unfortunate errors to where the ball gets knocked out of his hand and things happen. He slips. It was just one of those nights where we did not get into a rhythm. I'm sure Quinn would tell you he would have loved to play better, but I think everyone will tell you we all could have played better. On importance of letting Ewers fight back. It's part of it. Like I said, it wasn't about him tonight. We have to catch the ball. We have to be where we are supposed to be. We have to block and run the football. We have to do a lot of things around the quarterback. He has to improve and we have to improve. But that all falls back to me and our offensive staff to make sure we are putting players in the best position to have success. We have to go back and look at everything to say, what can we do differently moving forward to ensure we operate better? We just did not operate well tonight. I'd love to say it was just one thing, but we did not do anything well. It's easy to point to one guy, but that's not the case. We did not play good offensive football. On if he saw right fight from Ewers through halftime. Yeah. I think Quinn is a highly competitive young man. I think he was seeing the defense well. It was just one of those weird things where things did not go his way. He goes to throw a quick screen to JT Sanders and Bijan Robinson, The ball hits his hip or elbow and it's knocked out of his hands. Stepping up to go throw and he slips and falls down.